The same concept now extends to the magnetic field case. You have two regions, 1 and 2. You have magnetic field H1 and H2. You can decompose it into a normal component and a tangential component, normal component and a tangential component. You have similarly the magnetic flux. You can decompose it into normal and tangential. Unlike the electric field case where the tangential electric field is continuous, the interplay here happens that the tangential magnetic field is discontinuous. So that means my H1T and H2T are discontinuous. But again, just like how I said rho s was equal to 0 earlier, Js, the surface current density, how much is it discontinuous by is the Js. How much is this field discontinuous? That is going to be Js. But for this module, you're going to have Js equal to 0. So now that Js is 0, what I can tell then, if this is true, then my H1T is equal to H2T. Just like how I had E1T is equal to E2T, I have H1T is equal to H2T. Now, how about the last thing pending, the magnetic flux normal component? That is continuous. That is continuous. So if you were to summarize all four, right, we see that, let's say for this module, this Js is equal to 0. The four conditions you have is E1T is equal to E2T, your H1T is equal to H2T, which is what this guy turns out to be. Then you have D1N is equal to D2N, which is what this guy is going to be. And you have B1N is equal to B2N. This is what this guy is going to be. Remember the normal components, the normal components are not vectors, they are just numbers. The tangential components are vectors. These guys are vectors, yeah? The tangential components are vectors, tangential, and this is normal. Tangential means along the surface. Normal means perpendicular to the surface. So if I have a surface like this is normal, and this guy is tangential. Why the normal component, not a vector? We say that your E1 vector, the E1 vector, which is the total vector, we write it as a tangential component plus E1n in the normal direction. You take the normal vector outside, so this becomes just a scalar. It's a component. So this is the component, this is the normal component. Whereas this guy is a vector.